to my channel. This is Jaynie Designs. Today I want to be teaching you how to make your own sweat jacket. So I'll be using Ankara to make mine today. This is the band. We are going to be using a band. A sweat jacket always have a band at the end of your top and also at the sleeve, then with the neck. And this is the zip. I'll be making use of a caterpillar zip. So the measurements I'll be needing for today is my shoulder measurement, which is 14, bust measurement, which is 38, my waist measurement, which is 9, and the length of the top will be 21, including the band. We make it 21. It's always a hanging top. It's not your normal length, the normal top length. So the first thing we'll do is to fold our fabric into 4. We're making use of Ankara today. Ankara is a very lovely fabric. We'll fold it into 4. 1, 2, you fold into 4, you fold into 2, then you fold into 2 again, leaving your zip allowance, which mine I'm going to be using 1 1/4 inch for my zip allowance down to the length of my top. Remember I said the length of my top will be 21, including my band. So the band, when adding it, it's always folded into 2. So this will be 2 inches. This is 2 inches. So that means my top will not be up to 21. I'll be using 18.5 for my top, then plus joining, which will be 19. Then for my shoulder, to make it 19.5. But after removing all that, you get your normal measurements. So the first thing we are going to be doing is to actually get the measurement of our shoulder. For our shoulder, it's 14. We'll divide it by 2, which will be 7. Then I will add our 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So I always tell you, measure from your middle point. This is your middle point. You will not measure from the zip, you're measuring from the middle point, and this zip will be at the front, just like something like this. Our zip will be at the front. So you measure, you divide your shoulder by 2, which will give you 7, then plus 1/2 inch allowance. Then from our shoulder, the distance from our shoulder to our bust is 10. This will show you where to measure your bust point. Then from our shoulder to our waist, because this top will actually just be passing our waist a bit. It's a hanging top, which is this. The length will be this, 19. So you just use your ruler to join the lines. This is our bust measurement. This is our bust point. So this is our bust. This is our bust point, and this is our waist point. So now our bust is 38. When cutting for a top, if your bust is 38, you have to add 1 inch to your 38 to make it 39 before dividing by 4. When you use your actual measurement, you find the bust getting so tight, so you always add 1 inch to your actual measurement for only the bust. So this bust is 38. I'll be adding 1 inch to make it 39. So 39 divided by 4 will be 9.5 with 1/4. Always measure from your middle point. Then I'll be adding 1.5 inch allowance. If you are making a ready-to-wear dresses to sell, you can be using 1/2 inch. But when you are making for yourself, it's always advisable to use like 1.5 or 2. So maybe when you add, you could just actually expand it. Then our waist is 39 as well. So 39 divided by 4 will also give you the same 9.5 with 1/4. Then you add 1.5 inch for sewing for your allowance. So what you do is just to trace the line. You could use your ruler to just trace the line. trace the line. So we're actually done. So we're done with the circumference part of our body. It's time to actually measure our neck point. So for my neck, for the wideness, I'll be using 3 inches. If you are making for a very fat person, if so as someone that is big, you could use 4 inches. If you're making for a child, you could use 2.5 inches for the wideness of the neck. Then for the depth, I'll be using 2 inches. I could use 2.5. Could use 2.5. But the back I'll make the back to be a bit high. So for the back, I could be using 1.5. Then for my shoulder slant, I'll be removing 1 inch for my shoulder slant. So I just what I do is to for the length of my arm, I'll be using 7.5 inches for the length of my arm. So you just use the ruler to trace it. So for my shoulder slant, like I said, I'll be removing 1 inch. So I just join from this point to my shoulder slant. Can you all see? So for my neck, like I said, I'll be using 2.5 inch for me. What I do is to still join the lines together. For this will be my back and this will be my front. So for the back, I want the neck to be a bit higher. So I took out 1.5 inch. If you don't have your French curve, you could use your hand to actually do a free sketch curve. So it's time to actually cut. Hope you can see how it's already looking like. So it's time for it to cut out. Okay, sorry, before you cut out your arm, you also make a curve. You just remove, this is 7.5. You just remove 1 inch. Then from that 1 inch you curve. So I'm cutting out the part of my shoulder slant. Remember, for the back, I want the neck to be high. So I do just to so I've actually done cutting to notch the middle point. So now I remove the back pattern, and then I want my front neck to be a bit lower, as in lower. So I can just use my normal, the 2.5 I said I'm going to be using.
The mantra of the man was enough because he'd been in a situation so many times before, because he'd won so many titles. He had a great coach in Ray Harford, so he would say to Ray to put some things right in our shape, our batter play, in the midweek leading up to the next game. But generally, just forget about that last game. That's gone. There's nothing you could do about it. So there's no history on it, in dressing room chat and all and things like that. I remember the leader of ANKARA,
so still not sure middle point,
dressing room for about 20 minutes.
which to show you where to actually start your zip measurement. So this is our front to be into 2, then our back will just be 1. Can you see? So the next thing to do is to actually go to your machine and then you sew the point of your zip. You sew the point of your zip down to the length of what you want. The length is, so you just actually sew your zip point to the length of your top before coming to measure. You sew your zip point down to the end of your top. So I'll try to show mine and then I'll come and show you the next thing to do. I've joined my zip part. Later I'll be opening this part. I just joined it for accuracy. Then it's time to actually measure our front and our back. So our front, for the bust, we are having 39. When you divide 39 by 2, you will get 19 and a half. You get 19 and a half.
Well, there's a great deal of trust in one.
You get 19 and a half. This is our 19 and a half. And this is our 19 and a half. Then our waist measurement is the same thing. Also, so you just use your ruler to join. You just use your ruler to join the lines together. So what I do is take to my machine and then I will sew this part and come and join the other side. So I'm right back. Actually, I'm sewing one side and now I want to sew the other side. Remember, you divide the measurement by 2 when joining. This is 39 and 39 will be 19 and a half. My waist 3 is 39, which is 19 and a half as well. Then you use your ruler to also join. To join the lines together. And then you also sew this part. I'm done actually joining the both sides. I'm done actually joining the both sides. I've also went ahead to join my shoulder slants together. So now it's actually time to join our band. Our band is a polo band. It's time to join it to the length of our top. So this is your band. I want to be adding an Ankara to the edge of the band. So for mine, I cut out the length of my band, which is 4.5. Then for the wideness, I want mine to be 4.25 for the wideness of the band. So what I will do is to go ahead and join this Ankara to this. This is how it looks like. At this other end too, I do the same thing here. I join it. After joining it, I will now join them to the length of my top. Done joining my Ankara fabric to my band at the edge, also at the edge of this. I want it to appear before my zip allowance. So what to do is to fold your fabric into 2, sorry. You fold into 2 like this, and then you attach on the end of your top. You use 1/2 inch to sew it down to the other side of the zip. So I'll be doing that and I'll be showing you how to do it. I want to join my folded band to my top. You use your tape to measure at 1/2 inch. Don't forget to always back stitch.
Signature cards. It's all
So
nice, isn't it?
you'll be joining your band to the from one side of your zip to the other side.
Like familiar. You'll know it when you see it. I will come. No.
You are done joining.
And we shall complete the relationship.
Joining our band to the Ankara top. It's already looking so beautiful. So it's now time to join our sleeve to our top. We're also going to be joining the band at the end of the sleeve. So you take your clothes to your machine and you join your Ankara sleeve to the top, and then you join this part. Remember, folded into two as well. You fold into two and join at the end of your sleeve. Right, next one I'll be showing you how to look like. In my band with 1/2 inch to the end of my Ankara sleeve.
You know what I mean?
That's what my eyes see.
Can you see? I'll be doing the same thing to the other sleeve before joining to the body. Guys, I went ahead to attach the elastic band to the neckline. After attaching my elastic band to the neckline, I went ahead to attach the zip. Guys, this is the finished look of the sweat jacket. Please like,